Welcome to Cooking with Elsie in the QC. Tonight is going to be a very exciting video for me because I'm going to be submitting this video recipe to the Real Woman of Philadelphia with my favorite cooking star, Paula Deen. When I first heard about the competition, The Real Woman of Philadelphia, I got so excited because I recently started a food blog called Cooking with Elsie in the QC. And QC stands for the Queen City, which is where I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Philadelphia cream cheese is one of my favorite ingredients to work with, especially when I make appetizers, which is my favorite dish to cook. So the appetizer I'm going to make tonight is my dirty martini dip. I came up with this recipe with my friend Michelle. We always go out and drink dirty martinis together, and we like to eat a lot. So we decided to mix the two together and came up with this dirty martini dip that I know you and all your friends will love. First ingredient for a dirty martini dip is Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm going to use original Philadelphia cream cheese. You could also use low-fat or fat-free. So I've got my Philadelphia cream cheese here in my bowl, and now I'm going to put the green olives in. So make sure when you get your green olives, you're going to dice them up. I have them sliced, but I'm going to dice them into smaller pieces, and make sure you save the juice because the juice is probably the most important ingredient in this recipe. So I'm just going to take a handful of olives and chop away. So I also have my blue cheese stuffed green olives here too that I'm using as a garnish for my dip, but I also have bought in some garlic green olives that are pitted. So I'm going to put a couple of those in too. So if you know at your grocery store you have a local olive bar, it's great to go through and you get to choose and pick all your olives, and that's kind of fun because you can make this dip taste different if you use Kalamata or any type of green olive, whatever you want to use. All right, ladies, now don't forget to keep your green olive juice for the dip. Now I'm going to put in some diced jalapenos. You can buy these in the store already diced in a jar, like I have right here. You can put as many or as few as you'd like. I'm going to put a lot in because I like a lot of heat. If you don't like a lot of heat, don't put a lot in. So now we're going to add a little bit of garlic powder. I would say maybe around like 2 teaspoons or so. I just kind of wing it. A little bit more. That looks good to me. So we're getting there. As you can see, we only have, let's see, like 2 more ingredients and this recipe is done. So our next ingredient for the dirty martini dip is going to be crumbled blue cheese. So I've got my crumbled blue cheese right here. And again, add as much or as little as you like. I love blue cheese, and I definitely love my dirty martinis with a blue cheese stuffed olive. So the best part of the dirty martini dip is the vodka. No, I'm just kidding. The best part is that it's so easy and you have such a nice appetizer to serve your guests. But this little secret ingredient makes it very tasty. Just a little bit, like a half a shot, or I mean not even so. So we've got all of our ingredients in our mixing bowl, but the olive juice. So what I'm going to do is mix all these ingredients and then slowly add the olive juice because you don't want to get too salty. But so I'm going to mix all these ingredients together as much as you can. And I left the cream cheese, the Philadelphia cream cheese, I left it at room temperature so it's really easy to work with. And then you'll just refrigerate this after you're done. You can even serve it right away because it doesn't need to be refrigerated for very long. But if you want it extra cold, just stick it in your refrigerator. So now I'm going to add the olive juice. So I've got my green olive juice that I saved, that I know everybody else will save too. And I'm just going to slowly add a little bit. I'm going to add like 2 tablespoons right now and see what it tastes like because you should always taste your food. So the dirty martini dip is finished. So now we're just going to plate it into our martini glass. So I'm just going to spoon it in. This. And the last step to the dirty martini dip is to garnish it with the blue cheese stuffed olives, which I have right here. So I'm going to put 3 of them on a toothpick, just like this. And it's going to look like a dirty martini. How beautiful is that? And so tasty. Now you have this great appetizer that you can make in less than 10 minutes and put on the table. Thanks for cooking with me, Elsie. Enjoy!